Hi all and welcome into this iRacing event. We are in the BMW M8 GTE at the Circuit Zandvoort. We raced here recently in the Skippy and now we're here in the BMW hoping for a good result. I've done my fair share of practice yesterday and the day before and brought none of that practice here to qualifying as usual. No, lap 1 was okay. I made a smallest of mistake but it cost me. The last sector's quite a lot of momentum and I didn't have it. Lap 2 was looking good. Maybe I could have been P3. Smallest of off tracks, but as you can see down in the Delta off track. It was such a slight off track, such a shame. It's the worst when it's like that.
That's the end of the session. 10th position.
I was just pushing. Okay, so number 8 car, straight for field 1.5 after our knock we took in Skippy after 2 poor races. Hoping for a good result here. My first race here. Looking to bring the car home, keep it clean, and score some championship points. It's a big ask from 10th, but we've had harder challenges. Okay, so it's not a standing start, unfortunately, although that might be mayhem in these cars. The big boys, the long boys. I've been not so happy with my brake today. I spent yesterday reconfiguring it, and I don't know what happened from yesterday today. It just doesn't feel the same. So I have been making small tweaks just before the race in quali, just before quali in the 3-minute practice, and hey, it's not an excuse. I should have taken the time to get it right. Alright, I say keep it clean, but these are big cars. And from the results I've been hearing about, it's tough to stay clear of instant points here. Hopefully we can just keep it on the tarmac. But we're after the championship points. If iRacing gets a plus, then that's the positive, but it's position for championship points. I want to do well this season in the BMW. It's a fantastic car, absolutely fantastic. So in practice I got down to a 1:33.3, so that would have been good enough for third on quali, I believe, but hey, you have to do it on the day. That's the only time it matters. My qualifying performances this season has not been my forte, so it's something I am practicing in the background. Been pretty pleased with my overall race pace. As long as I survive lap 1, that's usually a good sign for me. Right, let's get going, guys. I still need to put my new livery or custom paint on this BMW, much like the Skippy's got now. And then after this race, it'll be off for the F3 here on the short variant of this track, which I haven't actually done yet, but I always find the F3 a lot easier car to get to grips with. It's more of a mad dash to the end, qualifying and staying clean in that is so important. What are we doing? We got a car that didn't pull away. Right, looks like we're going now. Thank God. So yeah, my brake's a bit of a nervous point right now. I'm not sure. It's pretty cold here today where I am, so I don't know if that's affected it. Anyway, we will do what we can. Well, I like the Williams livery there on the right on the BMW. That's cool. So I just heard the news about Aston Martin taking over Racing Point in Formula 1. Well, the name change essentially after Mr. Stroll came in and saved Aston. So that's going to be exciting. We just need to hear the fate about Mercedes now. I was always a fan of, you know, Force India. I think it goes back to Jordan, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's Eddie Jordan's team, way back in the day. Showing my age a bit there. This trading paints has been awesome. It's just fun to look at all the other cars' designs. But as I say, I haven't got mine on my BMW yet. Thank you for all the likes, comments, subscribes, subs, Discord members, tweets, Facebook messages, emails, people using the website. It's awesome. Trying to hit a video a day every day at the moment. I think we're at like 10 days in a row, around that. Whether I can keep it up for the foreseeable future, I'm going to try. Going to take a big hard look at next season, what I want to run, what things we're going to do on the channel, because I've just started recently doing those guide videos where I show you my sort of my pre-race practice, preparation, lap times. Apex looks at braking zones, you know, sort of an analysis. And the reception's been pretty good on those. So, but any ideas, anything, down in the comments. Jump in the Discord. It's building slowly and it's been fantastic. All like-minded sim racers sharing ideas. It's been brilliant. Excuse me. Been outdoors in the cold all day, and now I'm in the warm. It's quite the mix. Wow, this is the slowest outlap ever, isn't it? The reason I'm pleased about running trading paints is because in BMW, nobody changed from the default, you know, the white blue standard BMW. So it was just looked stupid. So at least this fixes it. So P10, the 8 car, I believe. Yeah. Alright, now we bunch up and we'll head down. It's not T1 I'm nervous about, it's the following 2-3 bends. Because grip's not at its highest, and if you're going side by side, one mistake can ruin, well, not only the two that hit, the guys behind as well. Because let me tell you, if this car turns sideways, it's long. You have to go off track just to avoid it. Right, concentration time. Concentration face. And I will catch you once we survive lap 1. I might scream stuff before then, but... Oh.
Okay, David, be ready. Go, go, go.
Okay, we got the jump on the guy behind. To the side of me, sorry. Which means we get the inside.
Left side, clear left.
Excellent, couple of positions already. I think we're P9.
Don't let this guy intimidate you.
Poor exit there. Whoops. I usually use third there, but where I'm following these cars, we're all just going a little bit slower. Excellent, the guy behind got a poor exit, so we've got some breathing space. Break the toe a little bit. Right, I need to be careful of collisions up here.
Well done, David. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. E9.
Thanks, spotter. Right, guy behind, battle, they swap positions.
You're just going to have to send it, mate. 10 minutes to go. That's 10
Am I?
minutes left.
Good tip, spotter. Don't tell him that, alright? Oh, we've got a freebie on the left. So, say my first race here, so
There's an incident in.
overtaking positions, etc. I'm not familiar with just yet, but I'd like to think I'm a fast learner. Exit's quite important here. Getting out wide or getting the throttle down too early can really cost. I'm really struggling on the exit of that bend. I say I tweaked my brake a little bit and it seems to be affecting my Trail braking a little bit. Guy behind seems quick. Okay. Whoa, we've got a...
The lead's just done a 133.
Oh God.
7th position. On your right. Still there. Clear right.
That's fine. As long as we can stay with him. My poor exit led to that. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit of trail braking. That's I tweaked the brakes before because it wasn't happening in quali, but hopefully I haven't taken it the wrong direction. Anyway, I'll adapt. I'm just glad it's fine at this section because it's unrecoverable through this section to be slow. I think this fast red car is going to bring some guys to me. He looks faster than the guys in front, which means they'll battle and they'll bring them to me. Ah, come on, David.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines. On your right. Still there. Right side's clear.
Look, it's my own fault. I didn't have the brake ready. I made quite a few changes last night and they all seem to work. Purple sectors, fast lap times. I jump on today, jump into a practice session before quali. Oh, guy behind binned it. We've got a nice big gap in behind and I've got a bit of a gap in front, but we can focus forward and try and bring that down.
Lyondike, you think it might be wood? P8.
I'm looking at new pedals anyway. I've been talking in Discord. What is going on? Damn it. Come on, car. Don't fail me now. Well, I'm failing the car. I'm having to push down a little bit more than I'm used to
Ahead is increasing. It's
for
now
the
9 seconds.
trail braking.
P6 has gone off in turn 9, car right. Hold your line, clear right.
Okay, 2 more freebies. Just about managed to dodge them there though.
Okay David, halfway home, fuel looks good.
There you go. Told you I'd adapt. Now the exit. P6.
P6, sector 2 is 1.5 seconds off the pace.
Guy behind might be a little bit damaged. He got caught up in that brawl. He came better off because he was facing the correct direction. The other guy was facing me. That looked so dodgy, and I was already on the brake and max lock essentially.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
So I was pretty nervous about being collected there. But I was willing to come to a stop if I had to. I'm not having the best race. The guy thought better of it than to try and pass me there. He's already had a big accident. And at the moment he's probably thinking, I'll get this guy in a minute, he's all over the place.
Okay David, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
I assure you I'll work on my brake pedal before my next race. But as I say, it is no excuse. It's actually a bad thing. I jumped into a race without being ready, so I assure you I'm not going to use it as an excuse. The biggest place that's hurting me isn't the lockups, it's the trail braking. I mean, the lockups aren't helping. Wow, this race feels slow. Come on. Oh, 1x, really?
Keep it within the track limits.
I mean, I know I clipped the grass, but... I'm really suffering there at the moment.
Car right. Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Yeah, I'm not sure you could make an overtake stick there, to be honest. He took the outside, but I just all got this plant myself on the inside. There's not a... The one saving grace is he doesn't seem to be too great at that last bend.
That's the fastest lap for Maria, 1:33.
So he doesn't really get to use the toe. Right, I apologise to this guy. My race performance has been... I mean, don't get me wrong, I've kept it clean and kept it on the tarmac. Struggling with tail braking, I've been way off my lap times.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Go again.
All right. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
0x, thank God. My exit was compromised. He's on the grass. Now he's going to be caught by the guy behind. I've got to do a good lap here. Come on.
One more to go.
Get out your hair in the head. Ah. Come on, David.
Right side's clear. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy. Car right. Right side's clear.
Having to late brake was horrible.
New fastest lap for
If that had been a slowdown, it would have been over.
0.
Oh God, not my best race.
Lift it in. Car's blocked. B6. That's the end of the race. Bad luck, mate.
Ay, 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 ay. Okay, so not my best lap, guys. Not my best race. I apologise. Results-wise, I'm happy. Let's just look through the first couple of laps. Give me a second. Don't get me wrong. I'm pleased I kept it clean. I'm pleased I set a lap in quali. I'm pleased I minimised my safety loss. I am pleased with everything. My race performance was off. I'll come back with my brake all tweaked. I was really struggling with trail braking, and this car requires it a lot. So on the bends where you need it, I was really understeering. Only myself to blame. So what car number were we? The 10 car, finished 6th. That could be some good championship points. It's a shame the strength of field was only 1.5. Carnage. There was actually a lot of freebies. If it hadn't been for that, the race position wouldn't have been so great. Ooh, I'm just trying to reflect. The biggest shame is all that practice, and to then drive a car felt foreign. Let's say, not an excuse. Just don't want you guys to make the same mistake. But yeah, look, I kept it on the tarmac. Apart from that third to last bend, that was craziness. I almost got a cut warning, then it would have been like a 1.5 second give back, and I would have dropped 2 or 3 positions. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I don't think there's much to see apart from me going slow. There was some carnage here and there, but thank God I didn't get caught up in any of it. Let's get out the car and see what that's done. See if it's the championship points we needed. That was my practice. Take 1. But no, I'm pleased. Like, we survived. So I'm warm though. Cranked up the heating, and now I'm regretting it. Okay, results. 12:30. Strength of field 1521. 41 iRating. 0.01 safety. That's a shame. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, so we finished 6th. We got 67 championship points. That's good enough to move on to F3. I'll do an F3 race. Obviously, I'll try and come back, do another BMW race. I always like to get into the 70s if I can. Been managing that in the Skippy now for a couple of weeks. So, yeah. I'll take positives from that. I will come back with a new level of confidence with my brake. But as I say, I'm looking at new pedals anyway, but I don't know. Yesterday was brilliant. Today, it didn't feel right, so I had a few minutes of tweaking and doing a quick few laps. Couldn't get it right. Jumped into quali, and the rest is history. Anyway, we kept it clean. We finished top 6, so brilliant. And once again, thank you for all the support. The Discord, bit of a stutter there, or a rap. The Discord's building, bunch of great guys. They're sharing advice. I've jumped in practice sessions with a few of them. It's been great to have the iRacing banter and learn some bits and see events coming up and stuff. So if you want to join that, link down in the description. If you like the video, guys, like. If you want to see the next one, subscribe. If you want to know when I do it, hit the bell notification. Other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks again, guys. Bye.